Hello, and welcome to Building Leadership Community Podcast. I'm your host, Dora Mendez. I am the founder and CEO of Coach Dora LLC. Our guests will be entrepreneurs, small business owners, and community leaders that drive social impact. It can be lonely at the top, but it doesn't have to be. Hello. Welcome back, amazing leaders, to a very special holiday episode of Building Leadership Community Podcast. I'm your host, Coach Dora Mendez. Today's episode is different. There is no guest joining me for a conversation. Instead, this is an intentional pause, a moment to breathe, to reflect, to celebrate, and to look ahead together. As this year comes to a close, I wanted to sit with you. No rush, no noise, just honesty, gratitude, and vision. Because leadership doesn't only happen in the boardroom or on stages. It happens in reflection, it happens in stillness, and it happens when we choose to name what we survived, what we built, and what we're ready to release. So, wherever you're listening from, I invite you to settle in, take a breath, and allow this episode to be a gift to yourself. This is our holiday special, and today we're closing out 2025 together. Before we dive in, I want to say thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing episodes. Thank you for your messages that say, I needed this today. If you're new here, welcome to the Building Leadership Community Podcast, a space created for entrepreneurs, business owners, community builders, emerging and established leaders who are doing meaningful work and often are carrying it quietly. Because as we always say here, it can be lonely at the top, but it does not have to be. If this episode resonates, please like, share, and subscribe. And click that bell icon so you'll never miss a beat. Your engagement helps this community grow and reach leaders who may not yet know they're looking for us. Links to everything I mentioned today will be in the description. All right, let's reflect. So I want to share something that I wrote about, and that's top 10 moments of 2025. I invite you to do the same. I invite you to reflect and do the same and think about your top 10 moments of 2025. I'm going to start with number one. My number one on my top 10 list is becoming AI-fluent and teaching others to do the same. AI wasn't a 2025 trend. It was a turning point. I chose curiosity over fear and learned how to integrate AI into coaching, leadership communication, and business strategy. Then I taught others to do the same. Here's my lesson. AI doesn't replace your humanity, it protects your time, so your humanity can lead. Number two on my 2025 top 10 list is this podcast, season 2 of this podcast, and the 15,000 views on YouTube. Season 2 required consistency and vulnerability. 15,000 views later, what matters most is knowing these conversations helped leaders show up more courageously. Pro tip, I share along with my co-producer of this podcast, how we launched it and how to launch your own podcast. You can find on our website, the Entrepreneur's Blueprint, sharing what we know. The lesson in the number 2 in the podcast season is that your voice is not extra, it's essential. Number 3 on top 10 is thriving as a solo business owner. This year, I priced confidently, sold without shrinking, and made decisions like a CEO. I stopped waiting to feel ready. I've over delivered and am so grateful for renewed contracts and repeat business in 2026. The lesson is confidence is built by doing, not overthinking. Number 4, in that same line, I made my first hire. I hired a virtual assistant. Doing everything myself stopped being sustainable. Hiring support gave me back time, creativity, and space. The lesson here is delegation is leadership in action. Number 5, stepping fully into the fractional CHRO role. I stepped fully into strategic human resources leadership. HR for organizations that need clarity, culture, and people first systems without the full time overhead. The lesson learned: purpose lives where expertise meets a real gap. Number 6 on the top 10 of 2025, launching my Substack publication. I wanted a space I owned. Substack became how I was able to have deeper reflections and leadership frameworks beyond the algorithm of social media. The lesson here is build what you control. Your community deserves consistency. So I'm loving Substack, and I highly recommend it as a space to share and reflect. Along that same line of reflection and writing, number 7, I'm really proud of this achievement. I copyrighted my manuscript, and I feel confident now in claiming the title of writer. Finishing and protecting my manuscript was an identity shift. The lesson learned here was you don't need permission to name who you are. In that same line, number 8 in my top 10 is becoming a published author twice over. Seeing my words in print reinforced that representation isn't symbolic, it's who I've become. The lesson here is your story can be someone else's roadmap. If you're watching on YouTube, the 2 books that author are, you can see them behind my shoulder. It's Extraordinary Latinas, Volume 4, and Latinas Rising Up in HR was published in Spanish. So the bilingual publication really now has a global reach. So I want to thank United Latinas and Latinas Rising Up in HR for inviting me to share my story and helping me become published. There's more to come in the publication front in 2026. Number 9, creating Wellness Wednesdays. Leaders were carrying layoffs, burnout, and uncertainty. Wellness Wednesday became a space to pause, reflect, and lead sustainably. Sharing my own wellness journey and my lovely Hawaii wellness retreat really helped me realize that wellness is not a nice to have, it's a must have. And so the lesson learned there is well-being is leadership, it's not a bonus. More on wellness and well-being later on. And number 10, drum roll please. Number 10 in my top 10 is taking my family to Disney in Florida. I stopped waiting for the right time. We went, we laughed, we celebrated. The lesson there really for me in 2025 was joy is not a reward for burnout, it's part of success. That's 2025. Not perfect, but powerful. And yeah, there's my top 10. As this year ended, I asked myself one question: how do I sustain leaders beyond inspiration? The question became the Dora's Wellness Club. So, this is a space for leaders who want practical tools, real conversations, and communities that understands the weight of leadership. So, the success of Wellness Wednesdays on YouTube, my own wellness journey this year and retreat, and the feedback that I've gotten from my community, really, and for the community of listeners of Building Leadership Community podcast. We're launching in 2026. Right now, registration is open for founding membership slot. There are 26 founding membership slots. And as a founding member, you'll receive monthly wellness leadership toolkits, live Q&A sessions with me, an intimate community of value-driven leaders who understand what you're going through, early access to premium workshops, direct access and ongoing support, and founding member bonuses, including lifetime pricing and a private consultation with yours truly. So in the link, and there's a link to sign up. It's first come, first serve. The first, obviously, we've limited to 26. 2026, 26 members. We don't want it to be too big. We want this to really be an intimate community that's a manageable size. So founding membership is $260. And I hope that you all sign up as soon as you hear this. The link is in the description. And there'll be more to come and more details to come. I would love to welcome you and have a direct conversation with you. So there we go. Coach Dora's Wellness Club is my offering for 2026. Now I want to share a quick preview of season 3 of the Building Leadership Community podcast. Let's talk about what's next for our show. Season 3 is not just more episodes, although we will have more episodes. It's a deeper chapter. This season is for leaders asking, how do I stay grounded while I scale? How do I lead with courage when the stakes are so high? How do I build community when leadership feels isolating? How do I protect my wellness and still lead with excellence? Season 3 is special for 3 reasons. First, we go deeper than inspiration. You'll leave with language, frameworks, and leadership moves you can apply immediately. Second, these are legacy level leaders, people with decades of impact, hard-earned wisdom, and real receipts. We have such amazing guests for you. Third, the through line is courageous people first leadership. As we say, it's the tagline for our show. It can be lonely at the top, but it doesn't have to be. Let me tease a few of our guests for you. While season 1, season 2, and season 3 will continue to focus on amazing women leaders, we are expanding our conversation with our allies and leaders in a broader scope of industries. We bring leaders rooted in activism, intergenerational courage, and the reminder that your voice is not optional. It's powerful. We interview a self-proclaimed equity warrior, bringing real talk about dismantling toxic systems without burning leaders out. We meet a financial whiz who pivoted their career to invent and innovate, and we got them before Shark Tank did. So I hope our episode airs before Shark Tank does. We host our first team interview, a neuroscientist and an organizational change facilitator, partners in increasing productivity and performance. We've got a CEO offering insight on leading AI and technological transformations while staying deeply human centered. We got authors. We've got a PR exec. We got an award winning TEDx speaker and educator. And listen, that's just a tease. We have even more incredible guests this season. So, like, share, and subscribe. Click the bell icon so you never miss a beat. Season 3 officially premieres mid-January, and we're not just entering a new season of the podcast. We are entering a new season of leadership together. Trust me, you want to be there. As we close this year, I want to leave you with this. You lead. This is 2025 has been a tough year for lots of reasons. And it's been a tough year for so many reasons. And you've led through uncertainty. You showed up even when you were tired, and that matters. And I'm so grateful that you listen and you watch and you come back and you share with our community. Woo, I didn't expect to get emotional there. So if you are listening, thank you for your patience. As we close out this year, I want to leave you with this. You led through uncertainty. You showed up even when you were tired, and that matters. As we step into the new year, choose rest without guilt, vision without fear, and leadership rooted in wellness. Thank you for being part of this community. From my heart to yours, happy holidays. And remember, it can be lonely at the top, but it doesn't have to be. I'll see you in season 3. If this resonates with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can continue to bring you great content. I'm so appreciative. You've been listening to Building Leadership Community. Watch on YouTube at Coach Dora M. Listen wherever you get your podcasts. Follow me on LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube at Coach Dora M. Visit me on the web at CoachDoraMendez.com. Hosted by me, Dora Mendez. Produced by Dora Mendez and Dylan Rogers. Graphics, editing, and sound mixing by Dylan Rogers.